Aloha fam, Mr. Micah Bang here at Select Shots. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be jumping back into the Sound Devices MixPre-3 2, and I'm going to be showing you how I use this sound recorder to get good quality audio directly into the camera. Um, Using this way or using this technique allows you to skip that whole entire process of syncing audio and audio wave file to the video in post, and it'll streamline your production, and it'll just make making videos a lot more fun knowing that you can just boom upload your videos to your editor, make a few tweaks to the audio, and you're good to go. Now, we all know how tedious syncing audio can be, so this way of doing it will make it a lot simpler. I've made a similar video to this with the DR40X, and it's very, very similar. Today, we're going to be showing you how to go from a, a microphone into the Sound Devices MixPre-3 directly into your camera. So obviously the things that you're going to need is your sound recorder, and this will work with basically almost all sound recorders. And today obviously we're using the MixPre-3. So you need your sound recorder, you're going to need a microphone. In today's example, I'm going to be using this SM57 from Shure. It's this bike's usually used for like recording instruments and stuff. And of course, you're going to need an XLR. And the last thing you're going to need is your trusty TRS cable. So it's a tip ring sleeve to tip ring sleeve. And yeah, so stand by. We're going to set this all up for you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to set your MixPre-3 up to get a decent signal into your camera. And I'm going to show you how to gain stage all that shortly. So, all right, let's hop in. Alrighty, fam. So we are looking at the front of the MixPre-3 and the back of my Sony A7 IV. I'm going to go ahead and turn my Sony A7 IV on, and we're going to jump into the audio recording level screen. And what we're first going to do is adjust the audio recording level, and we're just going to set this down to 1. You don't want the preamps in the camera messing with the audio signal that's going to be routed from your MixPre-3. So we set that on the lowest. We'll leave it on that screen for you. And now in the MixPre-3, when you first turn it on, it's going to be in a basic mode, and you're not going to be able to adjust the output, the stereo output gain from the MixPre-3. So what you're going to want to do is hit this menu button. We're going to go into the next part of it until you find system, and from there you are going to hit the mode and change it to custom. And when you go back, now when you hit the menu button, you'll see that outputs pop up in the bottom right hand corner, and so now we are good to go and adjust that. So like we talked about before, you're gonna need a microphone. So we're using the SM57 today, and you're just gonna go ahead and hook up your microphone. I've got a little stand here, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert the microphone into channel 1 here. So we have our microphone inserted in channel 1, and this is our power. And now if you look on the screen of the MixPre, now we do have a signal that is coming through on channel 2 or channel 1. And you can see that the the LEDs around channel 1 are lighting up. So that is a good indicator to know that your microphone is live. So we're going to hop back over to this side, and you're going to take your TRS cable, and we're going to go and insert one end in the stereo out, which is down here. Kind of hard to see. It's underneath the USB cable, USB power. And we're going to go ahead and attach the other side into the camera. So now we have audio running from a microphone into the MixPre-3, and then into your Sony A7 IV. So let's go ahead and turn back to the main menu, and I'll show you how to get um, a good audio signal. So now what you're going to want to do is gain stage, and you want to get a nice healthy signal that's coming in from your microphone into the MixPre-3 into your camera. And that signal, at least for talking headshots, it's a general, I would say a pretty good area to start off in would be -20 dBs to -12 dBs. And that's all that means is that the signal that's coming into your camera here, it should read out to about -20 dBs to -12. And that's a good healthy um, level. So hop into your menu on the MixPre-3. You're going to cycle over until you see tone on the second page on the upper right hand side. You're going to go ahead and hit tone. We're going to turn the tone on, and now what that does is it's sending a continuous tone into the a continuous audio signal basically into the camera, so that way you can adjust the levels accordingly. And if you can see here on the A7 IV in this top left hand corner, the signal is reading just about -14, -16 dBs, and that is a decently healthy signal level. You'll have plenty of headspace to adjust the audio in post if you need, but I'll go ahead and show you what we do here. So when we go back to the main menu with the audio tone on, we're going to go ahead and hit outputs. And on the top right hand side, it says ST out gain. That is your stereo out gain. And that's the level of the audio that's being fed into your camera. So we're going to go ahead and hit stereo out gain, and it's going to highlight green for you. And on this side of the camera, we're going to be using this dial here to adjust the gain out into the camera. So let's pay attention to the audio recording level up there on the top left hand on the screen of the camera. So as I pump more gain, this is 20 dBs plus, you can now see that the audio is about -3 dBs. And if you try to talk in your levels, or if you hit something loud, a clap or a scream, if you have guests on a podcast who are very loud, then that audio signal is more than likely going to clip. So what you're going to want to do is set that gain using this little dial here, and you want to bring it back all the way until the audio signal is around -20 to -12 dBs. I generally like to set it right in the middle there, about close to -16, -14 dBs. So that would read, so -20 dBs for this camera. It's going to be -15 dBs when you set it on the MixPre-3, and then the where I like to set it is just -10, -12. negative 10 to 12 dBs is where I like to set my audio settings. So now anything that we record with the microphone, it's going to be just about there in a healthy signal level. Um, and when if you are delegating your audio mixes to somebody else, I will tell you that the audio engineer will appreciate the audio signals all falling within negative 20 to negative 12 dBs. So we're going to go ahead and hit the menu and cycle through and go back into tone. And we're going to go ahead and turn the tone off. And now when you're talking to the microphone, you can see here that the levels that are being picked up by the microphone, well, that was a little spike there, very heavy on the P's. But all the levels generally are going to be hitting close to negative 20 to negative 12 dBs here on the mixer. And then everything coming in on the A74 is going to be around negative 20 to negative 12 dBs there. So if I raise my voice and talk pretty loudly, you'll still have enough headspace for the audio. And then even when I'm talking normal voice, you'll still have a healthy signal there. So that is how you are going to be running your MixPre-3 to get a audio signal directly fed into your camera. So now when you are recording up here, your audio that you're capturing with the microphone is going to be fed directly into the camera, and you will not need to audio sync your device afterwards in post. Alrighty fam, so there you have it. That's how I'm using the Sound Devices MixPre-3 to capture good quality audio and have it being directly recorded into your camera. Having a good quality audio file and video file baked into one unit will definitely streamline your editing and post-production. This audio setup is good for podcasts and talking headshots. And remember that this setup you can use it with basically any sound recorder and camera out there in the market. We covered what you need for the setup, how to set it up, and I even showed you how to gain stage so you can get a healthy audio signal being fed into your camera. And remember, the juicy threshold for that signal would be negative 20 to negative 12 dBs. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have any questions, leave them there. And if you like any of the products that I've used for this production, lights, camera, sound equipment, I have all the affiliate links listed below. And that is one of the best ways to support the channel. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Stay tuned for the next video, as I will be diving back into the Sound Devices MixPre-3 and the audio files that you get when using it. So again, thanks for stopping by. Till the next time, cheers.